if any at all.
Wow, she rips in for over pot.
Poker is a game of skill, strategy, and sometimes absolute madness. And when the stakes are high, emotions run wild, and players refuse to back down. That's when you get some of the most ridiculous moments ever caught on camera. Now today, we're diving into the craziest, funniest, and most jaw-dropping good and bad plays by some of the best women in poker. Jennifer Tilly takes on the best, without looking. In our first clip, we see that money and fame can sometimes lead to the most outrageous decisions. Hollywood actress Jennifer Tilly, known for her estimated $40 million net worth, a 2005 World Series of Poker bracelet, and, of course, her iconic role in Bride of Chucky. She put her own spin on poker with a move that is as bold as it is entertaining to watch. In a moment that perfectly blends charisma, confidence, and a little bit of madness, she decides to play a hand without looking at her cards. A gutsy move, no doubt, but her opponent in this situation? None other than Daniel Negreanu, one of the greatest players and hand readers in the game. Is this poker insanity, or is she cleverly neutralizing Daniel's greatest skill?
And I'm just gonna call without looking.
Oh, boy.
And I really haven't looked at my cards. I haven't not looked.
Wow.
Like
I haven't
Tony
looked
G.
or haven't not looked. I'm all in.
Without looking?
Without looking.
I haven't looked, and I
It's me first.
No. Oh, you do?
check.
It is? Okay.
I'm first.
All right.
You can't check yet.
Okay.
Flop. 10, king, 8, top pair for Daniel.
Wait, but she's waiting.
I'm waiting to check.
You should just bet blind.
I'm gonna raise him blind.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Daniel bets 5K.
I'll make it 15.
Tilly raises to 15,000.
Still playing blind. What the?
Yeah.
Yeah. She says, yeah. What are you doing, Jennifer Tilly?
I don't know. I have a good feeling.
You have a good feeling?
Yeah, I have a good feeling about my hand.
That's good. That's powerful.
Jennifer playfully references Tony G's legendary moment with Phil Hellmuth as she announces that she's actually not going to look at her cards. This is a nod to poker history, but this time, she's the one making the waves. With a confident blind re-raise at $15,000 against Negreanu, the entire table watches in disbelief because not even she knows what she's holding.
Powerful. More powerful than top pair, I hope.
Okay, now I think I have to look at my cards.
Daniel re-raises.
Hold on a second.
She's doing the Tony G move. Wah, wah.
Ugh, 5 high.
Wow, that was not a good play. Okay, it's not too late to bluff. Hold on a second. How much have you got?
I've got a little more than you, but I put
Okay.
35 in and I got
I
whatever.
think the best thing for me to do here now is fold.
Yes, but you don't have to. But I had you.
I hope that they don't show that hand on YouTube.
Oh, they will. I had the
You
king.
know, this is my idea about poker.
Kings?
Yes. Okay.
King.
Daniel Negreanu is a better player than me, right?
Yeah.
So you take the skill away. If
Yeah,
I'm
if you play
betting
blind,
blind
yeah.
and I'm raising blind,
Oh, you
then
really
he's
didn't look?
going to have to guess psychically what my cards are, but he can't read my mind. You know how he reads mine?
Because you don't know.
I haven't seen
He can't
him.
read
I
you.
don't know myself.
How's that working out for you, Jen?
It's a theory.
Say what you want about Jennifer Tilly, but you can't deny that she's absolutely entertaining. She's self-aware, unafraid to take risks, and surprisingly, her unconventional logic isn't completely off base. By removing the ability to second-guess herself and denying Daniel the ability to read her, she's added an unpredictable element to the game. The result? A truly ridiculous poker moment, but an undeniably fun one. Liv Boeree's masterclass in aggression. In this electrifying hand, we see Liv Boeree, a true poker powerhouse, showcase the fearless precision that has earned her over $3.8 million in tournament winnings. Known for her strategic mind and background in chess, Liv is the only woman to have won both a World Series of Poker bracelet and an EPT event. In this high-stakes battle, she navigates a tricky board with the confidence and tactical aggression that define her game.
Great shape here at the moment. However, the power position, sometimes it just doesn't matter. Maybe Usman has other plans for every time he doesn't connect. Study this and find a C-bet. And if Usman decides to float, that he would also not be giving up on. Liv knows all this.
He does make the call.
Immediately, Liv takes control, firing with king high. It's a move that highlights her fearless approach. She doesn't wait for strong hands to dictate action, she forces the game into her hands. Now, this isn't about luck, it's about putting her opponent in the hot seat while making her decisions easier.
Turn is a 9 of spades. Flush draw now for Liv.
Yeah, very
Nines for
interesting
Usman.
card, and it's the sort of card where I expect Liv to maybe consider betting twice as a form of a semi-bluff. That Usman is floating. We could also consider a world in which we're looking to check jam. I think this is the safer route. Unlikely to be betting again. It would have to be this sort of holding to fire 2 shells. Looks like he...
The turn brings a shift in the hand, giving Liv a flush draw, but quietly putting her opponent ahead. Yet, instead of slowing down, Liv intensifies the pressure. She knows hesitation can be costly, and her relentless aggression keeps her opponent from realizing just how strong his hand has become.
The river is the deuce of spades. The flush comes in for Liv Boeree with 1.2 million behind.
About a half pot
There
size
it is,
shove. And
all of it.
Usman now beats literally nothing, really, other than just a stone
Just
cold
a
bluff, right? The
A bluff
spades
that
get
fired
there.
every street.
She had the ace. By the way, ace X of spades is also a combination.
Liv's aggressive play pays off in spades. By betting on both the flop and the turn, she masterfully builds the pot, which just so happens to position herself perfectly for maximum value on the river.
Time extension used, granting him an additional 30 seconds to act.
We're sticking around all the way here until the river. He did have the best hand, and I give him even more credit here for finding this fold. Came to the correct realization that she just had.
Though her opponent ultimately folds, the hand is a testament to Liv's ability to dominate through sheer force of will. She doesn't just play the cards, she plays her opponents. Her unyielding aggression proves why she isn't just among the best female players, she's one of the best in the game, period. What are your favorite moments in women's poker history? Let us know in the comments below. Kelly's precision strike. In this thrilling clip, Kelly proves exactly why she's a force to be reckoned with at the poker table. From the moment the flop hits, she takes command, flopping big and skillfully navigating a dangerous, draw-heavy board. Even with the looming threat of flushes and straights, Kelly remains composed, demonstrating her ability to play through less than ideal runouts with precision and confidence.
Kelly with 9s. Action falls around to her in the small blind. She's going to raise it up this time. And gagging deep with King Jack of Hearts. And we see King Jack 9. What a flop for this blind on blind encounter. Kelly with bottom set, gagging deep with top 2 pair. Sure to occur.
The flop may be a cooler, but Kelly handles it with such finesse that it feels like she's outmaneuvering her opponent at every single turn. Now, on a tricky board, she opts for a well-measured value bet of $375,000 into a million-chip pot. The smaller size bet not only protects her from possible flushes, but also entices her opponent to call lighter, maximizing her potential winnings.
He does make the call. Both players funking for a brick on the turn. 7 of spades may slow things down here. Or just flat call now again with top 2. Kelly's gone small, 600,000.
Kelly's approach here is a textbook lesson in controlling the pot size while maintaining pressure. She doesn't back down, even when the turn brings a card that could spell trouble.
Red 6 on the end. Oh, Kelly checks. I like to see him go with a big sizing here. She did bet twice. Wow, he's checked back. Incredible that he has not lost more chips.
Even with potential threats looming, Kelly stays ahead of the action, dictating the pace and making sure she doesn't fall into a trap. She masterfully extracts value while avoiding unnecessary risk, securing a well-earned win through discipline and sharp decision-making. And make sure to stick around because Kelly, she's gonna be back. Queen of the Felt. Next up, we spotlight Diane, a fearless poker powerhouse from Brazil. Now, in this hand, she faces off against Bruno and Gaston, proving that in the right hands, a strong hand becomes an unstoppable weapon. With ice water in her veins and an unwavering confidence, she showcases why she's a force to be reckoned with at any table.
Gaston from the big blind, King Jack of Hearts.
Don't look for, I can beat the
He's taking it three-way. She does bet and is going to get called in 2 spots.
Bruno and Gaston are in deep waters. Both draw dead with zero hope of snatching the pot from Diane. As the pot surges toward 5 million, she remains completely in control. Her aggression on the flop set the tone. Betting a strong hand like top set is a play missing from most amateurs' playbooks. But unlike them, Diane is poised to extract every last chip from her opponent's stacks.
River 6. I'd like to see Gaston put out a bet now. He's going to do just that. 3 million, 2.9, pardon me. Full double up for Diane, up to 15 million.
Diane delivers the final blow, doubling up through Gaston. With a massive 15 million chip pot pushed her way, she collects her winnings with the poise of a true professional. And to be fair, this is more of a ridiculous poker moment for Gaston than really anybody else. However, remember Diane's lesson: don't overthink poker. When you have a really good hand, sometimes the obvious play just works. Right here, it sure did for Diane. And hey, are you enjoying the video so far? If you are, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to never miss an epic poker moment. The Bot. Next up, we head to Hustler Casino Live for some high-stakes cash game action, where Sia, the Bot, faces off against Peter, the Wreck. This is more than just a hand of poker. It's a psychological showdown. Peter's got the guts, but Sia is about to prove that poker isn't just a game of cards, but also a game of wits. And sometimes, being underestimated at the table because you're a woman can really be a lethal weapon.
Could I get some new wine glass?
The Wreck, he does not believe it. Throw in the fact that we're playing a stand-up game and suddenly he is going all for it. He 4-bets to 4,200.
Sia is in total control here, and it's almost like she's playing with Peter the way a cat toys with a mouse. With Jack high, Peter goes for an ambitious 4-bet, thinking he's got the upper hand. But Sia is miles ahead, patiently waiting for the right moment to strike. You can practically see her getting ready to pounce, knowing that Peter is digging his own grave.
And Sia just calls. Oh, God. King, queen, flop. Peter the Wreck has actually flopped a gutter. Any play is reasonable. If your opponent's bluffing, let him bluff. I don't know if they're going to bluff anymore or not, but look at that. So not only does Sia the Bot get the button, but she gets $6,600 added to her bankroll as well. She's now up like...
Sia reveals pocket aces and rakes in a monster pot, leaving Peter in disbelief and looking rather ridiculous. Her calculated, patient play paid off, and she handled the situation like a true poker legend. Sia the Bot isn't just winning, she's dominating. And this is only the beginning. The next hand she's about to get involved in, let's just say the stakes get even higher. And Sia's about to show the table why underestimating her was an absolutely huge mistake. Maria's ridiculous moment of brilliance. In our next clip, Maria faces off against Jacob in a hand that showcases her fearless approach to the game. Neither player starts with much, but Maria is about to flip the script in a dramatic fashion. She proves not only that she can hold her own against top-tier competition, but that she can completely outmaneuver them when it matters most.
You know, like we've been watching her for 2 days, being very deliberate about all the decisions.
And can she play back on this board? I mean, who can watch this?
Do you want me to start naming them?
The master of answering the rhetorical question.
Who can say the
per game? She hasn't got a strong enough hand to cool down with. Oh, okay, it's a call. Wow.
Oh,
Maria's fortunes change in an instant, going from virtually nothing on the flop to top pair with a flush draw in a single card. It's one of those dream moments in poker, and she wastes no time capitalizing on it. With her newfound powerhouse hand, she carefully plots her next move, setting the stage to extract maximum value from Jacob.
Top pair now and the flush draw. Now she can go back into check call mode.
We'll see how quickly he checks here.
Yeah.
This takes heart.
Yeah, but now, you know, I think she was planning to do a check raise on the turn. Kind of like the ultimate bingo card.
Maria knows that the key to winning this hand isn't brute force, it's finesse. Maria lets Jacob take the lead, feeding into his sense of control while secretly setting him up for the ultimate bluff catch. Every bet, every check, every pause is part of her plan, and her instincts are firing on all cylinders.
This is a give up. I say he gives up this time.
Important to him to get a bluff.
Oh, he has to bet really big.
After getting a bluff called, I think there's something else at work here.
He's overbet the pot here. He's overbet the pot.
I think she's going to find this call quicker than the last one.
It's unbelievable.
Maria takes her time, carefully calculating every potential move Jacob might make. With the stakes rising, she pieces together the puzzle in real time, anticipating Jacob's next step. When he finally fires a massive river bet, she's left with a high-pressure decision that will define the hand.
It's because of the 7-8.
I think there's absolutely no chance she's folding here.
No, I think she's calling. The game just keeps on changing, and you keep seeing new things.
So, I hope whether she calls or folds, I hope she doesn't do it. Okay, 1 minute. So I don't know what Jacob had for lunch, but we are going to find out at some point.
Who's put her on the clock?
Weird things happen sometimes. I mean, people get put on.
Well played.
Putting on the clock didn't help. He didn't think that she had the hand that strong. He thought he was getting her off ace high, and
there it is, the hero call. Maria, in a move worthy of legends like Phil Ivey or Daniel Negreanu, makes the perfect read at the perfect moment. A huge call without a huge hand. The confidence to make that call is what separates good players from great ones, and Maria just delivered a ridiculous moment in Fearless Poker. Kelly's tactical triumph. If you enjoyed Kelly's first hand, then you are in for a treat, because she's back and once again proving why she's a force to be reckoned with at the poker table. This time she's facing off against Mark, and both players are about to demonstrate that in poker, even a seemingly mediocre hand can be transformed into a winner, with the right strategy, of course.
25k is very small. $10 is gonna be fireworks between these two. Kelly defends with 10-7. Mark open 10-9. Wow, it's gone check on this flop. Kelly cutting out. Well, pretty big bet. I like this sizing.
Kelly takes control, placing a well-timed bet, and we love the aggression. Even though we know her 3 10s aren't currently ahead of Mark, she's putting the pressure on, just as a great player should. Now, if there's anyone who can navigate this tricky spot, it's Kelly. And with that said, while both players slow playing their trips on the flop worked in Kelly's favor, we wouldn't recommend that approach in most cases.
10-9. He flops strong, and wow, that is a deathly card. The only saving grace for Mark is that the flush draw on the turn has completed. And Kelly praying that's what Mark has made with top full house. And well, he makes a swift call. He's lost a lot less in this pot than he was supposed to. If he'd bet this flop, this would have been a very big pot.
That is a ridiculous river card. Some might argue that Kelly could have squeezed even more value had she bet earlier in the hand, but let's not forget, she was only a 12% underdog on the flop. She played it patiently, waiting for the right moment to pounce, and when she finally took the lead, she ensured that she got paid. That's the mark of a top-tier poker player, knowing how to maximize winnings when the cards fall your way. The Brazilian is back. Now we're back with another clip featuring the Brazilian poker goddess herself, Diane. This time, she wastes no time getting right down to business, taking on Mattis in a high-stakes battle. The action is already heating up post-flop, but Diane isn't one to back down. She's here to prove why she's one of the most formidable players at the table.
Well, we rejoin the feature table to find, wow, what a pot this is going off.
Oh, baby, Mattis.
So we're going to assume Gaston's opened and they both peeled, and it's probably gone check through, right, Ludo? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. Look at the size.
No, actually, it must be limped. Gaston's limped the button, because look at the pot size.
Yeah, you're right. He's limped, yeah.
And then... Well, she does re-raise.
But, like, this is going to work out because Mattis has got an 8.
Diane applies relentless aggression, re-raising to $2 million with a full house. No hesitation, no second guessing, just sheer dominance. When elite players like Diane hit monster hands, they don't sit back and hope for action. They go for maximum value.
But usually, I'm saying, like, if Mattis has like 9-5 of spades here, he's going to just bin it because he could be dead.
Right, limp from the small, so she would have...
Yeah, she's alright, okay. I keep assuming that the button opened for some reason, but the button limped.
Yeah. 6 on the end.
If any at all.
Wow, she rips in for over pot.
Oh, I'm loving that. She's pretty sure.
Once again, Diane showcases exactly what makes her so dangerous. Instead of slow playing and hoping for her opponent to bet into her, she takes control, firing off a massive bet. Many players would have played it cautiously, but not Diane. She understands that the biggest pots are won by those willing to put chips in the middle.
I think you've probably got to fold. Good fold from Mattis.
Good fold.
Mattis folds with 3 8s. And whether Diane's bet was simply too intimidating or Mattis sensed he was beat, she forced him into a difficult situation. While Mattis may have survived this time, Diane ensured he felt the pressure every step of the way. To stay up to date with all the sickest poker suckouts, most colossal coolers, and most insane hands, make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.